Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Fate Grand Order Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia Episode 3. So, last episode, they ran into Merlin and Anna, while Enkidu was taking them through the forest, saying that they were gonna go meet up with a boat that's going to take them to Uruk. But that was a lie. As it turns out, Gilgamesh has just returned from his trip to get the... What was it again? Can't remember what it was. But apparently, Enkidu died around that time, so... This is not Enkidu. Then he tries attacking them. Merlin has Anna deal with him. And they all seemingly get captured with his chains. But it turns out it was an illusionary spell. Because they all turned into flowers and disappeared. And yeah. So... we have Merlin introducing himself, and Dr. Romani freaking out because it's Merlin, who's useless in a fight. He had a lot of negative things to say about Merlin, and Merlin didn't refute any of them. He was like, yeah, that's me. Went along with it, because, I mean, he knows who he is. He doesn't care. And I think Da Vinci said, look, this is the real Merlin, so just stop pouting. Let's just go with it. I guess he's considered a grand caster, which I actually need to look up what makes a servant get the title grand. Because I know there's him who's grand caster. Then you have the first Hassan, who's a grand assassin. So, I mean, he was in Camelot. So, I don't know who else would be a grand something. But those are the only two I know of. I think Solomon would be considered a grand caster, wouldn't he? I'm not sure. But anyway, I need to look up what actually gives a servant that title. Like, obviously they're going to be extremely powerful, but what's special about them that makes them a grand servant? Other than being extremely powerful. So I have to look that up. Anyway. At least he was saying he was a grand caster. I know I'm probably pronouncing the name right. Or wrong, I mean. Fu? The cat dog looking thing? Really hates Merlin. As he climbed up on top of dude's shoulder and then kicked Merlin in the face and started attacking him on the ground. Despite the fact that apparently Merlin has taken care of him before. Anna is not too thrilled with Merlin either. Everybody seems to be against Merlin, so, he doesn't seem to care, though. He's just like, whatever. So they go to Uruk, where they finally meet the king, Gilgamesh, who's a caster right now. He's doing his kingly duties of hearing all the reports that are going on in the city and with the soldiers and everything, and giving out commands on what to do. And the master, who I really need to remember his name, was it Ritzka? Something like that? I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But he's like, he looks so busy, I don't think we'll get the chance to talk to him today. And Merlin's like, You're right. So let's just go up there. And he grabs his hand and pretty much drags him up to Gilgamesh. And Gilgamesh just looks at him, asks, I think his servant, or like secretary, kinda. I think they gave her name. Siduri, I think they gave her name. So whatever. If it's not, then I just said it. Her name's Siduri. She's asking, I think she asked Merlin or he asked Merlin if he found the tablet that they were looking for, and he's like, no, I wasn't in the forest over to the north. If only you'd remember where you dropped it, it'd be a lot easier, and I wouldn't have to work so hard. Merlin doesn't like to work. And introduces the master. Well, I'm calling him right now until I remember his name, or they say it here. And even then, I'll probably forget next week. And Gilgamesh pretty much figures out who he is already. And is now getting ready to fight him. So, that's where we're going to pick up in this episode. Again, I'll do my best not to spoil anything, although it's really hard. I'm pretty sure I might have spoiled a couple things in this, but I think I did pretty good of just discussing what happened in the episode. Anyway, let's get into it. The video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode. Let me turn this down a little bit. In 3, 2, 1.